Hey guys, Captain Jay Withers here. I've made it over to Maverick Boat Group's factory in Fort Pierce, and I'm here to pick up my brand new Pathfinder 25 hybrid, and I'm super excited about it. You know, I've been running Pathfinder since 2004, and every time I come to pick one up, it's like getting a brand new toy at Christmas. You know, I spend a lot of time on these boats, somewhere in the neighborhood of 600 hours a year, so I really dial them in to my personal taste and what I like to see on the boat. And we're going to go through kind of the boat of what I like to see. Now, it's not rigged yet, but I'm going to show you and kind of talk about some of the things that I'm going to put on the boat to make it a finished product, hopefully in the next week. So here we are on my Pathfinder 25 hybrid, and we'll start from the back of the boat. You can't miss the F300 from Yamaha. This has been an absolute staple for me. You know, day in, day out, I gotta be able to turn that key and start the motor. So 100% trust in that motor. F300 is one of the best I've ever run through Yamaha. Now, something you don't see is the twin power poles. I have 10-foot blades that are gonna be put on here on brackets. And I use the 10-footers primarily because I fish a lot of deep water and dock fishing. And those are really good to stage off in between the docks, and clients can fish both sides with no problem at all. I have a remote at the center console for the power poles, and then the same remote also for my key fob when I'm up on the bow of the boat, so I can control the speed of which they go up and down. So those are super critical. Now, some of you noticed I actually changed a little bit where the cleat is, because I actually put a bracket back here for my trolling motor. And I'll actually have also a power attachment here, so I can run a trolling motor from the stern of the boat. Now, a lot of people ask, why do I do that? The main reason really is when it's really rough on the beach, probably to the borderline whether you should be on the beach or not, but the tarpon are still there. So I can deploy the trolling motor off the back of the boat here, and still drive the boat. The back of the boat is never coming out of the water, and if it is, it's too rough, you should probably go inside. But it's nice to have that as a quick storage spot, also to be able to run it, just super convenient to run. So here in the back of the boat, I want to make sure my clients have a really good comfortable spot to sit on from riding from A to B. And these jump seats make it super comfortable, nice and easy, sitting low in the boat. And I've had people at the end of the day fall asleep in these seats. So no question about it, they're pretty comfortable. Rarely do I get to sit in them, but nevertheless, comfortable seats. The cool thing about it is also the storage. The amount of storage I can put my cast net buckets down there, sometimes just a trash bucket, something easy to get to, but plenty of space for any kind of 2.5 ounce or 2.5 gallon bucket to go in there, no problem. And the cool thing about these, they lock into place, you slide them in, so now the lid doesn't flip up. So you step back here, you're fishing back here, the actual lid of the seat is not going to flip up on you. So moving forward, I go with the leaning post Livewell option. You know, on the west coast of Florida, we use lots of live bait, and I like to have both Livewells as completely full of live bait as I can get, and I feel really comfortable having Rule 1100 pumps go into this leaning post Livewell, and it really allows me to keep a lot of bait to the point where they're almost pinched up against this glass. This is the aquarium for people back here to see, but I keep a lot of bait in here. But a couple of things that I do that is maybe a little different is I have this also plumbed for a recirc and a bubbler system, actually in both. So I can have a crazy amount of water flow and a bubbler system that keeps the Livewell aerated and oxygenated, so Livewell holds live bait for a long time without any issues. So moving forward to the center console, this is obviously where I spend a lot of my time. And you know, after I get this thing completely dialed in with electronics, you know, my gauges, of course, little stereo system, you know, this is where it's like command center for me. And I'll tell you, one of the things that, you know, a lot of people overlook is the drawer system here actually has all your switches, all your breakers right at your fingertips. And the cool thing is, Pathfinder's actually put USB ports in here, as well as a cigarette lighter plug. So anytime that I have, you know, clients that burn their cell phones up by taking pictures, I can offer them a USB port to charge that phone. Right up here on my center console, I like to flush mount my electronics. I'm putting a 12-inch Humminbird Solix This is going to be in here. It's going to be flush mounted, dead center. It's very convenient for me to use this on different angles of the boat. And I actually typically drive from the right side of the boat, or it would be the starboard side of the boat, my left shoulder over the wheel. So it's convenient for me to have it right there center mounted and flush mounted. Very, very clean look overall. And as I complete the system, I'll have my stereo system head unit mounted here. I'll have my the power pole remote mounted right here. So it's easy access to anything I need to get to. The cool thing about having this Humminbird Solix up here is I also have the iPilot Link system with it. So I can control the iPilot trolling motor with the electronics. Super convenient when you're rolling up to a spot. You can literally deploy the trolling motor right from here and control the trolling motor, speed, directions, and even spot lock it right into place. Really convenient as we're going from spot to spot. You know, a lot of anglers need to have access points, and access points to your center console are super important. One of the things that I like about the Pathfinder Hybrid, and actually now they've included a lot of this center console in many of the Pathfinders because of its ease and comfort, being able to get to all your electronics, all your wiring systems, your steering systems. If you have batteries, that obviously they're going to be on this subfloor, so they're out of the way. In many cases, this is where I store a lot of my life jackets. It's super easy access to get into, and they're not being touched by the batteries. That's all in a separate system. So very convenient, lots of space for storage. Any of the things that you need, like on the ready. I keep paper towels in here. I keep a squeegee for the windshield. You know, just necessity stuff that you're going to need on a day-to-day basis. So last year, it was the first year I ever put either a tower or any type of T-top. Last year I went with a tower, and at that moment, after fishing it for a while, I realized what I'd been missing the first 16 years of my guide business. Having a tower gives you lots of advantages. One, additional shade. Two, visibility. When you're riding on the beaches, you're looking for tarpon, I could see those tarpon much, much further out than I would in previous years without the tower. TNT Boatworks did a great job building the tower. They built it to the specs that I really wanted to have in overall height, width in the top, having cup holders, the rod holders. I'm a big fan of having lots of rod storage. So having additional rod holders, I think now the boat will hold 22 rods if every rod holder is filled with a rod. So kudos to them. They did a great job on this, and this is all matte black throughout. So I tell you, overall, last year I was super happy with it, and based on what I see right now, they hit it out of the park again. So a huge asset that the Pathfinder 25 Hybrid has over many of the bait boats on the market is storage space. I'm a big fan of storage space. Many times I have 3 to 4 guests, and inevitably it seems like they bring everything from their living room. So we use a lot of storage space, and this front locker technically is a fish box, a 42-gallon fish box with a macerator. But I use it primarily for client storage. They can put all their bags, they can put their coolers, soft pack coolers, anything they really need to have quick access to, they can get to it right here. Now if we go offshore, we're king fishing, cobia fishing, whatever, I can have them put their stuff in another locker and fill 150 pounds of ice in this cooler, put a little saltwater slush in there, and it will keep ice for a long, long time. So all the other lockers, this is technically a rod locker, which I typically use for gaffs, scrub brushes, you know, just cutting boards, basic stuff that I need to have access to that may stay wet. That's the key component. I want to keep everything in one locker that could be a little damp, so when I get home I don't have to worry about that stuff getting in on some of the other dry compartments that I need to keep dry. But this is a great storage spot for those, and same way with this one over here. You know, it's a great storage spot. This is typically where I keep all my tackle, tackle and easy rigs, and of course even some foul weather gear. But the center locker in this is absolutely massive. There literally can be 2 people that can go in this. It's about 2.5 feet deep and about 5 feet long all the way up to the anchor locker. See, the amount of storage that is in this locker in itself is what I really found interesting back even 3 or so years ago when the Pathfinder 25 came out. I'm a big fan of having probably more tackle than I probably need, but I have this thing slap full of all the different things that I'm going to need inshore and offshore. It's right here at my fingertips at any given point. So it goes without saying that I absolutely love my Pathfinder 25 hybrid. You know, from fit to finish to inshore to offshore, this thing does everything I needed to do. The one thing that we can't leave out is being able to get to and from the boat ramp, and that's this Ameritrail trailer that is custom fit for a Pathfinder 25. You can see that all the bunks are welded bunks, and I don't know if we can carry on through here, but all the bunks are welded bunks. All of it's upgraded stainless steel hardware. I went ahead with the matte black, these are called avalanche wheels from Ameritrail, and I know it's a little dirty. We went here and took a little off-road to get back here, but nevertheless, it's all dialed in, completely super easy to load the boat and offload the boat. Very convenient, and one of the last things you want to worry about is being able to get to and from the boat ramp, and the Ameritrail does everything you need to do.